In the late 1960s, few musical acts were placed under the same intense spotlight as the Beatles. As the band's sound continued to grow more experimental, public scrutiny increasingly shifted to their lyrics, sometimes resulting in unexpected backlash. One particular track from their 1968 self-titled double album, known as the White Album, drew the attention of the BBC, not for offensive language or violent content, but for what was perceived as a subtle reference to drug use. The track in question, Happiness is a Warm Gun, raised eyebrows largely because of its provocative title, which had been lifted directly from the cover of an American firearms magazine. John Lennon had found the phrase so absurdly striking that he built the entire song around it, intending it as a critique of American gun culture. Despite Lennon's explanations, the BBC was unconvinced. Officials concluded that the song carried undertones that could potentially promote drug use. A representative at the time noted that after repeated listens, the broadcaster had determined the lyrics may have crossed a line and might foster what they described as a permissive view on narcotics. This decision seemed to stem not only from the song's title, but also from ambiguous lines such as, "I need a fix, 'cause I'm going down," and "Mother Superior jumped the gun," both of which many listeners interpreted as veiled references to heroin. Lennon, however, consistently denied that the song had anything to do with drugs. He later clarified that the inspiration had come from a magazine headline presented to him by producer George Martin. Lennon had found the phrase disturbingly intriguing, interpreting a warm gun as one that had just been fired, highlighting, in his view, the madness of glamorizing weapons. He further explained that the song wasn't built around a single theme, but was instead composed of several smaller musical fragments woven together, each distinct in style and mood. He described the result as a kind of sonic collage, appreciating how the shifts in tempo and tone reflected his evolving creative ideas. The BBC banned the track shortly after the album's release, and the restriction remained in place until 1972. Lennon wasn't alone in his disappointment. Paul McCartney also expressed regret over the misunderstanding. He later pointed out that the title originated from a gun magazine ad that he and John had found deeply disturbing. To them, the notion of using such a phrase to sell firearms seemed almost grotesque. Still, McCartney acknowledged that the line had a certain power to it, which was likely why Lennon had chosen to center the song around it. McCartney also defended the unconventional structure of the piece, calling it poetic and admiring Lennon's gift for turning unsettling or controversial concepts into reflective and layered art. Happiness is a Warm Gun wasn't the only Beatles track to fall afoul of BBC censors. Songs like I Am the Walrus and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds were also removed from airplay, with authorities citing supposed links to LSD as the reason.